What's good? What's good? What's good? YouTube, what it do? What it do? What it don't? Feel me? You feel me? What it do? What it don't, man? Shout out to everybody that's out there, man. Yeah, we live now. You dig? Yeah, let me see that. What that look like? Yeah, that's what that look like. All right. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's out here, man. Yeah, on my mama, dog. Real shit. Real shit. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? What's up for everybody that's for the people that's been here for the first time, man? My name is Ali Salam. You dig? This is Affairs of Men. You know what I'm saying? Where we talk about the affairs of men. We're gonna talk about it's a late night call-in show. If you want to be heard, you know what I'm saying? Check this shit out. Boom. There's a phone number for you if you want to call that bitch. You feel me? What I'm gonna do today is talk about the Illuminati in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think, man? The Illuminati, but really in rap labels. Because when we talk about hip hop, Illuminati, everybody want to talk about the rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas be thinking the Illuminati's a rap group or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas think it's a rap group. You know what I'm saying? About to drop a mixtape or something. That is not the Illuminati, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like, first of all, is there an Illuminati? You know what I'm saying? What y'all niggas know about the Illuminati for real? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let me get to the chat. Okay, there go the chat right there. So yeah. So this is how it goes down, y'all. So basically, I have a network, right? And I do live broadcasts on Caffeine, and I'm gonna do live broadcasts on YouTube. I'm gonna do different content. So if you want all of it, you're gonna have to go to my website. All right. And so fuck with it. Make sure that you follow the page here on YouTube and also on Caffeine. All right, yo. So the first thing I want to do, I want to shout out to Wesley Muhammad. Okay. First of all, let me show you guys who Wesley Muhammad is. Excuse me, Wesley Muhammad. All right, Dr. Wesley Muhammad is part of the Nation of Islam. This is the brother right here. See, I don't have a live page back. Let me see how can I do this chat thing? Okay, yeah, so it's a little slow. All right, it's cool. So got the, let me see how fast the chat is. Let me chat in there, see how slow it is. So what time is it? It is 3:51. 3:50. See, okay, all right, it popped up. All right, cool. So it popped up at that time. All right, cool. Just testing it out. Cool. So I have a phone number there if you'd like to call in. I'll shoot the phone number. Real shit. All right, so first of all, let me put the phone number up there. Let me talk my shit. Can I talk my shit again? All right, so this is Dr. Wesley Muhammad. Okay. All right. When he first started, his name was True Islam. And for the record, I am Islam. I practice Islamism, which is brought to us by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Okay. So I'm a little biased here. I basically feel like Islam is an institution that's been fighting white supremacy longer than just about anything. Okay, so that's how I feel with that. All right, so let's look at here, Dr. Wesley Muhammad. He is let's see, let's read him so we know exactly. So there he is, Dr. Wesley Muhammad. He is a true a scholar. Okay, I believe he is the #1 author, or what's somebody that writes? Like, he gets paid to write for Nation of Islam. So he has the Pot Plot. These are his books. Understanding the Assault on the Black Man, Black Manhood, and Black Masculinity. And then the conspiracy of pot. Like, what is pot doing to the body? What is pot doing to the psyche of the so-called black man? Marijuana, hip hop, and the scientific assault on Black America. So those are his two sites. Those are his two books. All right. So I'm on drwesley.online. Okay. Oh, he also has How to Kill a God. Wow, fantastic. He's been a scholar for many years, and he's like the right-hand man of Farrakhan when it comes to this shit. So here's his PDFs. The Foundation claimed that Malcolm X was gay must stop. Oh, first of all, I've never heard that before. That's some bullshit. They should never talk about no shit like that. They should never talk about no shit like that. That's slander. That's fucking slander. Look at this, man. The Foundation claimed that Malcolm X was gay. Would you knock that shit off? Would you knock that shit off? Matter of fact, look at this though. Look, man, husband, father, man, protector, provider, man, controller, elevator, man, authority, head, God, God, God. That shit is pretty fresh. You know what I'm saying? That shit is pretty fresh. Shout out to Malcolm. Shout out to Malcolm. So he's a student minister, Dr. Wesley Muhammad. All right, here's another one here. Dr. Farah Muhammad. Who is he? Who is he not? We don't know who Master Farah. I'm going to be honest with you. This is one of my issues with the Nation of Islam. I think Master Farah Muhammad is a mystery. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't even think he's a mystery. It's a fact. He's a mystery. He's very mysterious, dog. We don't know who he is. We don't know nothing about this shit, dog. Real shit. Yeah, so like real shit. We don't know who this dude is, dog. So I might actually download this one to figure out what do you guys think about Master Farad Muhammad, dog? Oh, also, if you want to leave a comment, you can. Like, if you want to call that number and leave a voice message, you can, and we'll play your voice message on the next show. Okay. Make sure that you call that number. You call that number anytime. Just make sure that your message is within 3 minutes. All right. All right. So who is he? The PDF is a distraction from his book, The Book of God. To the proof that the black man is God. Yo, he actually has a book called Black Arabia. That shit is fire. That shit is so fire, dude. Where he's talking about like basically how the black man is created Islam. Like all the way like Islam of Arabia, you know? This one is Fake It Jacks. It's supposed to Paul Guthrie. I'm not sure who Paul Guthrie is. And I'm shallow understanding of Buddhism. See what Noble Drew Ali has done though. Noble Drew Ali, he teaches us that we honor all true and divine prophets. Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius. You know what I'm saying? Technically, those are all the same person. All right. Here's another one. It says another PDF. The birth of a god and a luminous anthropos. I'm not sure what that's all about. Another one. Tears of the Sun. Taj Ali Ruha, revolutionary of a doctoral thesis. What else? The assassination of Malcolm X. He has here. Malcolm X murdered. So this is just some shit that he has here. How to Kill a God. These are excerpts that you can download. Dr. Charles Lee Beer did not create SARS-2, but he may have weaponized it. In the military, mind control, vaccine is scary. See, that's what I disagree with the Nation of Islam as well. It's only two things I disagree with the Nation of Islam. One is the vaccine. I think vaccines are safe and effective. And number two, Farad Muhammad is a mystery. The scientific need to wear masks and avoid crowds, and why the 6-foot protocol is bogus. See, I don't know, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, Dr. Wesley. The testosterone conspiracy, interesting. And the estrogen assault, interesting. How COVID-19 became a black pandemic. Anthony Fauci, the United States Bioweapon Research, COVID-19's template. I wonder, I bet you this shit hasn't aged well. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna download this shit. Like, oh my mama, I'm gonna download this and then I'm gonna critique it. And so on a future show, we'll read it. This is actually good stuff, especially to do shows on. So if you want to know like what kind of shows I do, like, you know what I mean, what kind of shit I'm on, stuff like this. know what I'm saying? This is the shit I be on. Real shit. Like the testosterone conspiracy. That shit. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow's show, nigga. What you, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. I'll just save this page. Just say this page, Dr. Wesley. All right, cool. Got those saved. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, all right. So, all right. So now, what he did, what Wesley Muhammad has shown us is the following. He came up with this. Let me get myself out the way. Hold on. Let me get myself out the way. All right. So he gave us this. He gave us this. It's fucking fascinating. So, the architect of the Illuminati influence in hip hop. So he came up with a chart that basically explains where, like, who is who and how they control hip hop, how a select few. He has tier one, tier two, tier three, and then he has the labels they run and the artists they represent. Matter of fact, let me even get rid of the lower thirds. Get rid of the lower thirds. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, there we go. So it has the architecture of the Illuminati influence on hip hop. So tier one, you have Lynn Blavatnik. Never heard of him. Have you guys heard of him? Edgar Bronfman, David Geffen, and Summer Redstone. I've only heard of Geffen. I've only heard of Geffen. So, or the first person. So we have Lynn Blavatnik, and then I guess his lineage goes to Steve Cooper. Then you have Edgar Bronfman. It goes to Lear Cohen and Doug Morris. You have David Geffen. It goes to Jimmy Iovine and Brian Turner. And then you have Sumner Redstone. That's kind of like it sounds like a Native American name. And then it goes to Viacom, right? So, but look, David Geffen, he goes to Jimmy Iovine, right? And we know Jimmy Iovine. So it says Jimmy Iovine and Doug Morris created Interscope. You know what I'm saying? You see how that goes? Can you see my oh, you can't see that. Let's see. I want to make sure you can see my. Oh shit! I can't. Oh man, you guys can't see my pointer. Let's see. Show cursor. Oh, okay. Wait, I can do it like this. My fault. There we go. What about now? Okay. Yeah, I think this should work. All right, cool. That should work right there. You see, I have a like a maybe like a 15-second delay, so I'm trying to see what I did 15 seconds ago if it pops up. So I'm not sure if it works, but we'll see. All right. So first of all, we have Lynn Blavatnik. Interesting. Who is this guy? Let's find out who he is. So basically, on my show, man, it's a lot of research, research until your eyes hurt. So it said Lynn Blah Blavatnik. I've never heard of this devil. All right, so he looks like a Ashkenazi Jew. He's a Ukrainian Jew. Okay. All right, he's a Ukrainian Jew, which is a Ashkenazi. All right, let's see. Let's get that back. Very interesting. So it's like, it feels like what we're going to see is all the top guys are going to be Jewish, right? I think, you know what? Maybe the first thing is we should realize, or I guess figure out what the Illuminati is. Maybe that would be the smart thing. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to Blatnick or whatever his name is. All right, Lynn Blavatnik, Sir Leonard Valentovich Blavatnik, born June 14th, 1957, in Odessa, Soviet Ukraine, is a British-American business magnate and philanthropist of Ukraine Jewish origin. As of March 22nd, Forbes listed his wealth at $35 billion as the 20th richest person in the world. In 2017, he received knighthood for services of philanthropy. Blavatnik made his fortune after the collapse of the Soviet Union, when they were privatizing state-owned aluminum and oil assets. Yes. So that's how, like, these rich people, like what they call oligarchs, that would be a dope rap name. But how the oligarchs got paid is when Soviet Union was state-owned, and then it went to like private, like, you know what I'm saying? It went like from, you know, and so a lot of the state-owned stuff, like energy, like the big stuff, oil, shit like that, it got bought up by individual peoples and families. And so those people are now oligarchs, richer than you can ever believe. Okay. So let's look at, so this guy, Blavatnik, made his fortune after the collapse. That's how a lot of guys in Russia make their money. Okay. A lot of the Russian Jews, the Ukrainian Jews. He owns most of Warner Music and has stakes in several publicly traded assets via his company Access Industry Holdings. So he owns most of Warner Music. So he is responsible. So this man who's from Moscow is responsible for basically American music. Wow. All right, so this guy, he owns, like, how did he own Warner Music? How like, you know what I'm saying? He went to Columbia University School of Engineering and applied. He has an MBA from Harvard. All right. Wait, why can't you guys see this? Oh, okay. Let me switch this up. My bad. There we go. My bad. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for, beloved. All right, this is the man we talking about. This is Leonard Blavatnik. It's the Ukrainian Jew who owns, this man here owns more than a 50% stake in Warner Music. Now, we don't know how he got to own Warner Music. We'll figure that out. All right, let's see. DAZN. I be seeing that in I be seeing that shit in like boxing and like soccer overseas. Pronounced DAZN has been described as the Netflix of sports. The company is a UK sports media company owned by Access Industries. It specializes in buying rights to broadcast sport, including soccer, boxing, Formula One, outside their domestic markets. Sports streaming services available in Japan, Germany, and Canada. So he owns DAZN. the zone. All right. What about entertainment? Let's see. He was reported as one of a handful of bidders for MGM, but on May 6, 2001, Warner Music Group announced its sale to his company Access for $3 billion. Okay, so he bought it. He bought it in 2021. Okay, in that same year, in 2021, they acquired Warner Music Group for $3 billion. Though WMG was the world's third largest record company and considered a trophy asset, it was laden down with debt and not struggling to find an answer to online music piracy. In May 2020, Warner Music announced it would proceed with an initial public offering that valued the company at $13 billion. So it just went public. Damn. Damn. He sold at one point. Blavatnik sold 1.9 billion in shares. Golly, dog. You talking about humongous money. This nigga has tremendous money. All right, let's get to him. So in 2012, Access Industries made $100 million investment in Deezer, the music streaming service. Damn, so the nigga that owns Warner Music owns Deezer, but he was named as a purchaser of Time Incorporated. Him and Edgar Bronfman Jr., the former executive of Warner Music, they walked away from the deal. Okay, and so we see that name thanks to, we see that Bronfman. There's the Bronfman name right there. So here's Lynn Blavatnik, and here's Edgar Bronfman. There he is right there. Shout out to Dr. Wesley Muhammad putting the adding the figures up so we you know what I'm saying, so it can make sense. All right, so let's go back up here. Let's find out. So let's go here. Let's go to number 32. Warner Music sold. So this is when he purchased it. Warner Music to be sold $3.3 billion in cash. Who has $3 billion in cash? This nigga. Okay, so he started owning Warner in 2011. The purchase of $8 a share. Warner Music stock moved up 2.8. Since 2007, the stock has dropped 78%. So it's not really doing well. Privately held Access Industries, an industrial group focusing on natural resources and chemicals, telecommunications, media, and real estate. As music buyers have all but abandoned the compact disc, because this is what was happening in 2007. So $1 per song downloads. Warner Chappell Publishing was considered the most attractive assets in Warner Music stable. Wow. Warner Brothers, artists past and present: George Benson, Prince, BG, Cher, Chicago, Miles Davis, Earth, Wind and Fire, Bill Cosby, Richard Pryor, Madonna, and more. Interesting. Wow. All right, let's find out more about him specifically. All right, let's see. Early life and education, career, philanthropy, personal life, wealth. Let's see his personal life. All right, he's married, has 4 kids. He lives on the most expensive street in the world. He's a friend of Benjamin Netanyahu and a supporter of Donald Trump. Look at that. That nigga supports Donald Trump. See, Donald Trump was supported by the big niggas, bro. By the big niggas, man. Sunday Times Rich List 2015, he was listed as UK's richest person. In May 2021, he once again toppled the Sunday Times Rich List, having seen his wealth increase by $7 billion, 7 million euros, to a total 23 billion. In doing so, he replaced Sir James Dyson. Okay, so you're talking about the 20th richest man in the world, the most richest man in the United Kingdom. He got all of his money from oil and stuff coming from Russia. He's a Ukrainian Jew. And let's see his early life. All right. He was born part of the Soviet Union, Russian city, Moscow. Okay, I don't see him a part of any like groups. I don't see I'm not seeing any Masonic groups or anything, but maybe it wouldn't be there. Let's continue to look him up. Let's just put Lynn Blavatnik, and then let's put Freemason. I'm not seeing anything for Freemason. Yo, just because he's rich doesn't make him part of the so-called Illuminati, though, right? Let's put Illuminati. See what happens. Forbes. Meet the actual Illuminati controlling the music industry. So that's on DJ Booth, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything though. But these are the people that control the music industry. So you know what I'm saying? We can actually give them the name, the Illuminati, right? We can create a name. That would make sense. Question raised about the UK arts donation of Leonard Blavatnik. Damn, I'm not seeing anything, a global industrialist, 10 things you didn't know. I'm not seeing anything. He's a self-made billionaire. So you think just because he's a self-made billionaire, he's Illuminati? All right, so he went to Columbia University, Harvard, real estate. Okay, so that's him. I'm not seeing too much anything else. But let's see what else. He has that global nobles, generous, purported charitable, cultural. But okay, so he helps the arts out. His fortune expanded after he got $50 million from J.P. Morgan Chase. He loves the arts. He loves the arts. All right, man. Let's go to the next guy, Bronfman. Let's go with this Bronfman guy. All right. The true history and sinister origin of Bronfman family wealth. There we go. Oh, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do family wealth, right? But he's self-made. That last guy was self-made. All right, let's check out Bronfman. So for the record, Bronfman is this guy here, Edgar Bronfman, who his people underneath him was Lear Cohen and Doug Morris. Okay, so that's what we'll find out. The true history and sinister origin. Uh-oh, now we're getting good. All right, granddaughter, the Yiddish. So we're talking, once again, all these guys are Jews. So we know when they say the Jews run the music industry, that's true, right? It's true. It's like no cap. So Bronfman means liquor man. The family is a Russian Jew. There it is. Ashkenazi. Shout out to the Russian Jews. They run this shit. During Canada's prohibition, they made their boozy from prostitution in hotels. So then a law passed in 1918 that you couldn't manufacture alcohol. So there was a loophole that permitted distribution of pharmacists of alcohol for medicinal purposes. So that's what he was doing. He had Rockabye Cure Cough. Cough cure contained sugar, molasses, and alcohol and tobacco. So they were trying to get buzz. That they was putting buzz, and that's what his family was doing. All right, then the Volstead Act making drinking liquor illegal in the United States. Okay, so then they had they were the white alcohol mixed in with water, some real whiskey, burnt sugar, shot of sulfuric acid, simulating the aging process. Their whiskey cost $24 per barrel and sold the barrel for 140. Oof, that's a humongous profit. Sam and his brothers cut distribution deals with Rothsteins and Lanskys and Lucianos and Flackenheimers, other Jews. In Detroit, the Little Jewish Navy, Morris DeLitt, ferried Bronzeman booze, and so he was making his money on illegal drugs. He was working with Bugsy Siegel, Al Capone. So I'm basically talking about his family. So his family made a bunch of illegal money with the mob and the mafia. Between 1920 and 1930, 34,000 Americans died from alcohol poisoning. Sounds like it was a turn up. Yeah, so a distillery in Montreal. So basically buzz. Three-way contract between Brennan, Brofman, and Rothstein. It evolved into a nationally organized crime syndicate. Murder Inc. was formed as a regulatory commission to the police, free enterprise advocates who might try to buck the syndicate and interfere with booze sales. So you're talking about mafia shit. After Rothstein died suddenly in 28, Torrio had his first meeting with the syndicate in Cleveland. Rothstein, Meyer, Lansky, and Luciano traveled to Shanghai and Hong Kong to streamline and expand the drug trade to the United States. So they had tobacco, they had prohibition alcohol, and perhaps cannabis, I'm not sure. The Brofman created Atlas Shipping Company to move their smuggle operations to the French islands. Wow. See, the niggas is making money, dude. It says, from Bermuda, St. John, New Brunswick, and Belize, the Atlas Shipping Company was one of the first ties laid down in the money drug underground railway between Canada and the Caribbean. Niggas make their money illegally, dog. Whether it was buzz. So here he is, Sam Brofman. I think that's the dad, right? Because we talk. What's the devil's name? The devil's name is Edgar. So we're talking about, you're saying we're probably talking about his son. Or maybe his grandson. All right, he was chairman of the National Jewish People's Relief Committee. Here's one thing about the Jews, right? Like, they're not allowed to drink or partake in tobacco and shit, but they'll sell it, though. They'll sell it to non-Jews. Well, look, Seagram. Look, the legitimate enterprises for Brofman moved into intermesh companies controlled by leading opium traders. So that they was doing opiates as well, selling heroin. Using the name of the distillery, Sam founded Joseph E. Seagram and Sons. Despite the fact that he built Seagram's with his brother, Sam decided the business was his alone. He forced his brothers out and declared that his son Edgar and Charles would work for Seagram. And so there's Edgar Bronfman. That's where he comes from. Seagram acquired the West Indies distillery, which introduced Captain Morgan, a trailway label. Seagram purchased Chivas, Champagne, Perrier, Champagne, Paul Masson vineyards, and distribute rights to Absolute Vodka. So this is what his family has. Yo, thank you. Shout out to Mo Spaz. Respect to you, bro. So his son Edgar married Ann Loeb, daughter of Loeb Rhodes, in 1953, bringing Bronfmans into Wall Street. They had 5 children, Samuel, and then here's Edgar Jr. So here it is. So in 1957, Edgar became Seagram's president. So his son is Edgar Bronfman Jr. So if we look at the architect, the Illuminati. So Lynn Blatnovic is a self-made billionaire who's a Russian Jew who made his money fucking with chemicals and shit like that, and then Edgar Bronfman was the son of the mafia. Who them niggas made money from the mafia. They made money from opium sales, cannabis sales, but mainly prohibition and legal liquor. Okay, So that's that. So those are the two people. We're still at tier one. We'll be breaking this down for a couple of days. Okay. Let's see. We're at 40 minutes. All right, cool. We'll keep, excuse me. We'll keep going. All right, next. Then you have David Geffen. Now, David Geffen, that's more so modern history. All right, let's find out what's up with David Geffen. What's up, Mo Spaz? Thank you for checking this out over here. Make sure you follow and subscribe, bro. All right, David Geffen. He is isolated on his 590, basically $600 million yacht. Basically during COVID, that nigga. Look, man, homosexual dude, billionaire. David Geffen splits from his boy toy lover, 41. Lord have mercy. A homosexual Ashkenazi Jew who runs the music industry. All right, let's see. Let's see if anything Illuminati pops up. Male escort told the FBI he feared David Geffen. Angry letter from Kurt Cobain to David Geffen. Wow. Illuminati news. Laurel Candy and birth of the hippie. The first artist signed to David Geffen's fledgling. Okay. Aleister Crowley, David Geffen, Keanu Reeves, and River Phoenix. See, Aleister Crowley. Okay. Who's behind hip hop's Illuminati music exception? Vision Illuminati and hip hop quickly spiked from there. Jay-Z sampled Prodigy's line. I shot the evil's reasonable doubt. Let's see. Let me see this real quick. What's behind hip hop? So the Illuminati and hip hop. See, a lot of that was behind. This is a call-in show too. So if there's any, if you want to call in, here's a phone number. Man, there's a phone number if you ever like to call. If you want your voice to be heard. All right. As we continue. Well, it's yeah. The Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society trying to keep an eye on me. The story of how the Illuminati ended up in a rap song, a lot like your average Illuminati conspiracy. There's a Byzantine plot and a shifting cast of somewhat famous characters with alliances and interests. The genesis of the lyrics for 1995 remix to I Shot Ya involves a beef between Tupac and Keith Murray, and subsequent beef with Prodigy. A notable cameo for the 15-year-old Foxy Brown. Particularly aren't especially important. What was mentioned was Illuminati was my mind, soul, and my body. It was the beginning of an entirely new school of thought in hip-hop, one as intelligent and informed as it was suspicious and paranoid. Prodigy was referring to the Illuminati conspiracy theory, the idea that there's a network of shadowy, powerful individuals bent on controlling society by rebuilding it as a, quote, new world order under a totalitarian worldwide government. Around the same time, CeeLo Green made reference to it on Cell Therapy, claiming traces of the new world order, time getting shorter. If we don't get prepared, people, it's going to be a slaughter. Mentions the Illuminati and quickly spread from there. Jay-Z sampled Prodigy's line for the evils in reasonable doubt, sparking rumors that persist today that he is he's associated with the organization. Shit, you God encouraged listeners to, quote, get your shit together before the fucking Illuminati hit in 1997. Impossible. So basically, first of all this talk of the Illuminati, first of all, nothing has never happened. Nothing has ever happened. So that's one thing. One thing that I would say is if there's a controlling interest in hip hop, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to be done by the artists. So thinking that it was like Beyonce and stuff, like niggas was tripping. Niggas was tripping when they thought it was Beyonce and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come from the people who control. Damn, why does this shit keep going right here? All right, hold on. Okay, Rap's Illuminati talk wasn't just a one-time fad. The fervor died down a bit right up to 2008 when Prodigy published a letter to Herb magazine alleging that Jay-Z, quote, promotes a lifestyle of the beast. So it was always very elusive and mystical and mysterious. So it was hard to put your finger on it to say what it is and what it is not. It's a mystery. Me personally, like, I don't think that there is a Illuminati, like bunch of rappers like Jay-Z and shit like that. I think some of them might be Masons, but I don't think Masons and Illuminati are synonymous, right? What I do think, though, that there is a collection of rich individuals who will sell filth to our communities, that will allow us to sell filth to our children, and that they don't give a fuck, like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like a Muslim can't enslave another Muslim. So they'll enslave a Jew and a Christian. You know what I'm saying? They'll enslave like a Yoruba or whatever like that. Same thing with the Jews. Like, the Jews will not eat beef or pork or gamble or go in debt unless you're like a Gentile. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Gentile, then they'll do it. So they'll sell us filth. Specifically, the Jewish community, they'll you know what I'm saying, because it's not their community. They wouldn't sell they wouldn't sell their community filth. That's just my humble opinion. You know what I'm saying? All right, today the Illuminati theory is as relevant as ever. People talking about Jay-Z, Eminem, Lady Gaga, and Kanye, who's focused on being puppets of a mysterious web of faceless figureheads. There's an endless stream of books, podcasts, blogs examining the Illuminati's use of media and entertainment to carry out its agenda. Do you guys think that there is a conspiracy to control hip hop for whatever reason? I guess to control us. You know, there's a bunch of YouTube videos about the Illuminati with millions of views. Illuminati is always somehow part of the conversation when a celebrity like Whitney Houston or Prince passes away prematurely. The signifiers are triangle, covered eyes, devil horns, Baphomets, consistently evoke music videos and press photos. All right, so what's so perplexing about the Illuminati theory? Continued life is just that, a theory. You know what I'm saying? And because a lot of people be like, yeah, the Illuminati, you know what I'm saying? They want to do this, they want to do that. As if the devil is the only one that gets say. As if Allah himself, Allah or God, as you call it, as if God don't get to put people in positions for positive things. Everybody be like, oh, the white man, you know what I'm saying? The Illuminati, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And then they end up giving more power and more credit to man, excuse me, you know what I'm saying, then a man who has lower self, specifically, who's caught up in his lower self, they give more credit to him than Almighty Allah himself. So, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people come to the conclusion that this man right here, because he represents Rockefeller. Now, remember, he represents a fictitious Rockefeller. He is not the original, you know what I'm saying, Rockefeller, part of the Trilateral Commission of the 13 richest families. You know what I'm saying? The nigga's just representing, like, matter of fact, it's not even how he represents not even how you spell Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z represents a misrepresentation of Rockefeller, you know? All right, so going back here, so we have Lynn Blavatnik, Edgar Bronfman, David. Oh, I didn't really get to David Geffen that much, huh? All right, let's go to David Geffen's wiki. Born in 1943. He started Asylum in 1971, and then Geffen Records in 1980, and now he is DreamWorks. Let's go back to the list. What does it say for Geffen? It says Geffen started Jimmy Iovine and Brian Turner. Now remember, Jimmy Iovine is the one who created Interscope. So But you know what it was? Is DreamWorks bought and Geffen Records bought Interscope. He didn't create it. All right. You know what? You know what I think? Shout out to Wesley Muhammad. You know what I think Wesley Muhammad is doing? I think Wesley Muhammad is basically like, you guys want to do this whole Illuminati thing? All right. Well, I'm gonna basically show you the rich European Jews who are behind this, so you could, if you want to create an Illuminati, well, here goes these shadowy figures who are exceptionally rich, who control the art form. All right. He went to Santa Monica College. Yeah, that's all the way out here. He went to UCLA. He was a talent agent. He went to William Morris to become a personal manager. He started Asylum Records. That shit was unsuccessful. Then he went to Geffen Records in the 80s. And then he recruited Warner Brothers record Ed Rosenblatt as president. All right, the label was distributed by Warner Brothers. Then they received shares from MCA for $500 million. All right, then he was a part of the supergroup Interscope Geffen A&M. That was a merger in 1999. That was huge. David Geffen Film and then DreamWorks. And then he started DreamWorks with in terms of movies. So here goes some controversy. He owned a Malibu compound on Carbon Beach. He received permits from the Coastal Commission to build a Cape Cod style compound with beach lots, public pathway. But he failed to build a pathway in 2002, a lawsuit to block public access altogether. All right, I don't see anything Illuminati-ish in here, though. Insider trading, I mean, that's what they do. Philanthropy, $5 million to UCLA. Oh, I went there. I was there the other day. The David Geffen Hall and the Lincoln Center tour. Oh, yeah. That was beautiful. It was beautiful in there. All right, so very rich. He's behind the music industry. Okay, apologies, but I'm not saying anything Illuminati-ish. He was a supporter of Bill Clinton. He was a supporter of Barack Obama. He raised $1.3 million for Barack. He was behind same-sex marriage. Geffen, among other wealthy Democrats, donated to the Lincoln Project, a Republican-led super PAC that opposed the re-election of Donald Trump. Oh, that's fantastic. All right, personal, he's worth $10 billion. His sexuality is in question, although he may have a wife. And I'm not saying nothing else, dude. So just because he's rich doesn't necessarily mean he's a dark, shadowy figure. So I think we're two for, let me see, what are we? We are we're 1 out of 3. Edgar Bronfman is definitely somebody you got to watch out for sure. All right. So how could we, let me see, and then Sumner Redstone, and then we'll stop there for tonight. Sumner Redstone. All right, he's a billionaire, businessman, media magnate. Oh, what about this one? It says Origins of Freemasonry and the Illuminati. Let's read what that is. Origins of Freemasonry and the Illuminati. That's a beautiful picture. Remember, these are not the same. The Illuminati and Freemasonry are not the same. Okay, so don't think that they are. So yeah, the origins of Freemasonry. So shit, you know what? I'm gonna read this a little later. I think I did this show a little bit too late tonight. I'm gonna start doing nightly shows, but you know, they're gonna be pretty late. But you know, late enough so I can get some East Coast people and some West Coast people who's up late. All right, so that's it for today. We'll continue this tomorrow. Please follow me on Caffeine. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. This is the beginning of masonry right there. Beautiful picture. Actually, I'm gonna save this. All right, guys. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe. I'm out. Just biatch. Let's see. Don't want to wake up my wifey. Let's see.